Turning now back to the death of an ISIS leader in Afghanistan responsible for planning the 2021 attack at Kabul's airport. 13 U.S. service members and many hundred Afghan civilians died in that suicide bombing. So I'm joined now by Bruen, president at the Global Situation Room and former director of global engagement at the White House. Brett, thanks for joining us. So we don't even know this person's name. What can you tell us about this ISIS-K leader and how he was killed?
Well, we don't know a lot, Anne-Marie. That is true. And the U.S. military, while it's informed the families about the death of this ISIS commander, they have not even provided those families with much in the way of additional information surrounding the circumstances of his death. Hopefully, in the coming days, the coming weeks, the families, as well as the rest of us, will be provided with more of those details. I think it is a tragic reminder of that day, of those events in the chaotic withdrawal of America's forces from Afghanistan. And I hope certainly that lessons are being learned, and that hopefully as well, whether it's the Taliban, whether it's ISIS or other extremist groups, this is a reminder to them that justice has a long arm in these kinds of cases.
Well, you know, when I initially heard this report, I thought maybe it had something to do with American forces, but this is a Taliban attack. And I realized that ISIS-K is a problem for the Taliban. What is the current state of ISIS-K, and what threat does it pose in Afghanistan and also to the U.S.?
Well, this is precisely the issue. When the U.S. withdrew, yes, the Taliban has taken effective control over large swaths of Afghanistan, but at the same time, there are other extremist groups. And so it's important for viewers to understand that the ISIS, the remnants of ISIS, have sought refuge and have sought to regroup both in Afghanistan and other parts of the country. And they don't see eye to eye with the Taliban on all things. And this is an illustration of that.
And so then is ISIS-K in Afghanistan seeking to destabilize Afghanistan?
Well, precisely. I mean, look, there are power struggles between these groups for controls of different areas, but also, Anne-Marie, and this is really important, they are seeking to regroup and to replenish both their ranks, their coffers, as well as planning other attacks. And I know with everything going on in the world right now, China, Russia, obviously North Korea, but there are certainly still terrorist risks and ones that we should be conscious of.
And then how would you describe ISIS-K? I mean, is this a decentralized group, or could taking out a significant leader, limit their global reach?
Well, in the last 20 years or so, we have learned that while you can decapitate the heads of certain terrorist groups, whether it was Al-Qaeda or later ISIS, it does not remove the risk. And I think what we have witnessed, unfortunately, is they are able to metastasize. They are able to reconstitute themselves. So I would not see this in any way, shape, or form as anything more than a temporary setback.
Really interesting. Brett Bruen, thank you very much.
Sure thing.